Hello. Have you been feeling like you've been a bit buffeted by changes happening around you? And it could seem like they're all coming from the outside. There may be internal ones as well. There may be some at home and there may be some out in work or in the world. But there are times in our life when these happen and they're so strong and they're so big and they radically can change things. But it's how can you survive them? How to stay strong, how to find some strength to help you through times of big changes. My name's Cassandra Punita James, and this is one of my vlogs for you, helping explore this and keeping grounded and connected with yourself and finding ease whatever's happening around you. And this is particularly in these times. Now, I specialise with working with a lot of people in the second stage of their life. This is roughly like 30s to 50, 55. It's like you've done the preliminary work and you're sort of like you got experience and skills under your belt, and you might have plans, so you probably have a lot of plans and things are rolling along, and then out of left field it can seem like things can start, like everything might start changing, and it may feel like it's completely nothing that you've done. And it may feel like you get that drive, that calling inside you to go, hey, this is not right anymore, I need to change. Now, there are times, I'm an astrologer as well, so there's certain times that we look at, certain years, but big groups of years that this can happen, but it's also very individual and it can happen at any time. Now, at the moment, it's happening from outside of us. Our world has sort of been turned on its head, and whether yours is you've had a lot of intense experiences at this time and maybe loss or stress, or whether for you it's just been staying home, saving the NHS, as they say here in the UK, i.e. helping the hospitals and the nurses and the doctors, or just having time to yourself. Now, this can be really nourishing, but it also can be very stressful when it first starts, because we get stopped, and these big times of change can happen internally like that as well. Jobs may drop away, a relationship may not feel right anymore, or a new one might arrive, and either way you're adjusting. It's like, what do you need to let go of in either case? What do you need to open to? How do you do this? It can be just that feeling, it's like I'm not doing the thing that I want to be doing this life. And I felt that really strongly through my 30s, although I totally enjoyed what I was doing, which was running a business, a company with many different arms, but it wasn't fulfilling and nourishing. It didn't feel like right on core, on par, like what my heart wanted, as now. The work I do now does feel this. So there can be a lot of restlessness, and it's like, I don't know what it is, but something's got to change and I don't know what it is. So my tip for this time, whether it's coming to you from the outside, whether it's coming from inside, it's to find that strength inside of you. And this can come from just sitting and not trying to make the difference. Like, don't go out and it's like you don't have to be active for this. You might need to just pause, and this lockdown time can be an incredible time for it, to just sit with it and go, okay, what should it be? And allow yourself to drop inside and be out in nature and find the strength that you can find, the reconnection with your body by doing this, and then see what comes. Now, it might come in days or weeks, but often it's not. It takes time, it takes months, years. And yet, if you make space regularly to just come back to grounding, to being, just sitting in that space of unknowing, and watch what happens, things can start to open up, new possibilities, new revelations, new inspirations, or just new question marks. And it can be that you just start to see everything you need to let go, which is brilliant, because in there the space can arrive for this new. So if you're interested astrologically, the two big sort of phases of ages that we talk about, the two big transitions, is at 28, 29, which is very much about becoming, that's the age where we really become an adult. Although we think we are one from 21 or 19, it's actually 28 where it's like, wow, we've gone through, it's a big cycle, and it's about becoming more responsible. If you've been very serious before, you might start playing and exploring and taking more time for you then. And if you, like me, I actually was in an ashram and wasn't working very hard, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start a business and I'm going to create all this stuff. There's often that turnaround. Some people might get married or have children, change countries, all sorts of things that can happen. The next big phase that happens is 38 to 45, and I see a lot of people in this phase because it's so long. And the years at the beginning and the years coming into it can just feel like, I know there's something else I'm meant to be doing. What is it meant to be doing? What is my life's work? Is my heart, what gives me joy? What gives me fulfillment? And maybe you're getting clear on it, but it takes time for it to create. And you might completely do a 180 in your work, and you might just shift it slightly. Or it might be a home life shift or relationship or country. It's like there's many areas that can turn up, but it's about how you share your energy with the world. So these are all big changes, and then there's a million in between. And it's like these times of change, if you can find stability inside of you, then it can all be so much easier. So if you're interested in this, if you want to explore this more, mark the date of the 12th to the 14th of June in your calendar. My membership, which is called The Courageous Way, which is about exploring this, is about holding your center. It's about finding strength and courage through times of change and being able to really live put the things out into the world that you want to put out in the world while feeling good and at ease in yourself. I'm opening up the doors for 3 days then, and before then look out, because I'll be sharing some free workshops where you can just have a look and get a taste for what it is, but see what it could help you. So have a look out for these, and in the meantime, have an amazing week. And if it's sunny like this where you are, I hope you get to go outside and just allow the wind to blow through and allow space to come into your mind. So from this lockdown, you might come out with a complete segue, a complete big or small home, love life, heart, creativity, business, any part of your life that you want to shift, that you want to open up. Maybe you want to grow a garden, maybe you want to start a cause. It doesn't matter, but listen to your heart and see what can come out of this incredible chance that we've all been given to sit with ourselves for this time, because it's been powerful, not comfortable for many people, very, very stressful for many, and yet I'm hoping that positive can come from it. And you might even find at the end of it you're inspired to change your life a little. Like New Zealand, that's changing their work week down to a 4-day work week. Go New Zealand, which will give people space for themselves. So take care and have a beautiful week. Do come across down below. I will put a link to my Facebook work page. Come over there and you'll see more of the information that I'm sharing on my membership on this issue, the thing of how we get through big times of change. Ciao for now.